Before the world was formed, before time began, a war erupted in the unseen realm, a war not of flesh and blood, but of angels, creatures of unimaginable power, from the rebellion of a radiant being named Lucifer to the final battle described in Revelation. This is the story of an ancient conflict that still shapes the destiny of humanity. The Bible hints that before the creation of mankind, heaven was filled with order, harmony, and purpose. Angels served under the authority of the Almighty, each crafted with power, glory, and purpose. But among them was one whose beauty surpassed all others, Lucifer, the morning star. Yet pride grew where humility once lived, and pride brought the seeds of rebellion. Isaiah says he desired to ascend above the stars of God. Ezekiel describes how his heart was lifted because of his beauty, and Revelation speaks of a dragon who swept a third of the stars with his tail. Angels who joined his revolt. Heaven shook as loyalty divided. Michael, the warrior prince, stood against the dragon in a conflict of unimaginable power, and Lucifer was cast down. But the war did not end in heaven. It spilled onto earth. Genesis 6 tells of the Watchers, angels who descended and broke their divine boundaries. Their union with human women produced giants, the Nephilim. Corruption spread across the world, and the flood became God's judgment on a war that had reached the human realm. Centuries later, the prophet Daniel saw behind the veil. He witnessed princes of Persia and Greece, spiritual powers influencing nations. Gabriel struggled against them, and only Michael came to help. The war had moved into the arena of kingdoms and empires. When Christ appeared, the invisible realm trembled. Demons cried out, legions feared his word. At the cross, Scripture says he disarmed principalities and powers, breaking the authority of darkness. John then reveals the climax. A great red dragon rises. Michael and his angels wage war in heaven once more. This time, the dragon is cast down in fury, knowing he has little time. Signs appear in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, a child destined to rule, and a cosmic conflict raging beneath the surface of history. In the end, the armies of heaven ride behind the King of Kings. The beast and the false prophet fall. Satan is bound, then released, and finally destroyed forever. The war ends not with darkness, but with a new heaven and a new earth, where no rebellion will ever rise again, for the ancient war of angels will finally be finished.